Hi, this is Fred, FR5ED, the 5 is silent, with a beer review. Today, Left Hand Brewing Company's Milk Stout Nitro. Now, I am not sure yet why the word nitro is on there, because when you look this up on Rate Beer and Beer Advocate, there is an image with an apparently older label, purple and white with cows on it, it looks like. Anyway, when I looked up the Nitro, they had it, but when you clicked on it on either one of those sites, it referred you back to this one. There was no separate page or series of reviews of the Nitro version. So my suspicion is this is just a newer packaging of the same thing. I don't hear a little rocket in there like you do in the old Guinness bottles. So anyway, we're going to go with these these two pages up here on the regular Left Hand Milk Stout. Now, a long time ago, I did have this on Nitro on tap at somewhere in town, either Red Light, or World of Beer, something like that. It's been long enough, I don't remember enough to review it, so this is going to be fresh when I taste it as far as my experience with it. So, let's go ahead first of all and note that on Rate Beer it comes out at an overall 96 with a 95 in style, darn high rating, and that's after 2,166 reviews. On Beer Advocate, rated an 89 overall after 3,783. So that's a very good rating as far as they define, very good. A little bit of the commercial description. I'm going to have to lean over here to read it, so sorry if I go off camera. The English style of beer, also known as sweet stout or cream stout, first appeared in London in the late 1800s. The early brewers touted the health benefits of the milk sugar in this beer, which today relates mainly to the increased amount of calories, no real health benefits, sorry. The milk sugar adds well-rounded sweetness to this dark beer and makes it an outstanding year-round stout. Just as a note, the milk sugar is lactose, and lactose is not a fermentable sugar, so any lactose that you add into this anywhere in the process is not going to ferment. It's just going to remain as a sugar and just add sweetness. And as they put calories, this bottle has 362 calories. Maybe I won't have dinner tonight. I'll drink it. Okay, and it says 25 IBUs. That's just letting us know you're not going to get a lot of bitterness out of this. And you wouldn't really expect to get much bitterness out of a stout. Alright, now, let's pour it. They recommend a shaker pint glass. I just don't care for shaker pint glasses for anything except ice water. So I'm going to use my good old snifter for this. Nice and dark, deep dark brown coming out of there. Try to get a little bit of a head going there. I was pouring so gently, trying not to spill. Okay, a nice dark tan head. Well, I say nice head, it's not a thick head because of my pouring technique in this glass, but it is very dense. I can see a little bit of a nitro effect. That's interesting. Half of the surface is as dense as a true nitro tap pour, and the other half is very loose and spongy. I'm not sure how I did that, but that's how it fell out. Let's give it a smell. Wow, definitely milky chocolate, like a milk chocolate Hershey bar type aroma, but there's also dark chocolate aroma in there, and that could be the dark roasted malts. It smells sweet. Well, milk chocolate is sweet, so I'm getting that sweet milk chocolate aroma, the regular bittersweet dark chocolate aroma. Not smelling any real bready, malty aromas. It's basically divided up with those two, milk and dark chocolate. Dark roasted coffee type smell way down in there. It's mostly about the sweet, chocolatey smell. All right, let's give it a taste. Definitely sweeter than anything I'm used to drinking. With IPAs that are, double IPAs, some that have some sweetness, but mostly it's about the bitter hops. And then most stouts and porters, are not going to be sweet. They're going to be more dry on the dry side. But when you get into the milk stouts, with that lactose in there. But you know what? It's not overly sweet. It's not, well, that's subjective. That's subjective. But in my opinion, and this is from somebody who loves IPAs, double IPAs, wants the, the bite of the hops, doesn't want it to be too sweet. This is pleasant. It's balanced. Balanced with the sweetness, that lactose in there, but balanced with enough of the dark roast malt, the heavier mouthfeel. It is creamy in the sense that mouthfeel is kind of nice and smooth and heavy. It's bringing back memories too. Having this truly served up on a nitro tap is a pleasant experience. Way better than Guinness, of course. Guinness just being kind of a commercialized, homogenized, macro brew anymore. But having this served up on nitro is really almost desserty. Very low carbonation. Wow. Wonder what this would be like on cask. I love anything on cask better than its non-cask counterpart. But anyway, that's it. This is Fred, FR5ED. I'm going to enjoy the rest of that. But definitely recommend, if you're a stout and a porter fan, the dark brews, one to try. It is really, really good. It's well known. You may have already tried it already. But I like it. This is Fred, FR5ED. Over and out.